Hello. Oh, wait. I have a visitor. Um, okay. Hey, LCD. You have to go because of your internet. I'm sorry. Hey, Starvoid. Hey, Edie. I guess we have a visitor. Sky just came in. I just loaded up the game. I have to empty all my stuff before we head over to work. And then, yeah. Let's just, put all this away. We don't need it. Oh, right. I got this recipe from the cafe. Forgot to learn it. There we go. Sky was barely here, but okay. See you later. Okay, let's continue. Just emptying our stuff. Oh wait, no. I didn't want to do that. By the way, this is what it looks like. It's an electronics bag. Apparently. Not what I wanted to do. I haven't played in a while actually, because I haven't had a whole lot of time. So I've just used that time on Xenoblade instead. Okay, well, I was gonna do this before I started, but that's alright. Now we can go. Just wanted to do that first. But before we start with Isabelle and my other amiibos, I wanted to give my favorite villager, should we find her, a vacation home. There's not much done here because I haven't been playing. But I will be remaking it. Okay, where is she? It shouldn't take that long to find her. Maybe she's up here. We're looking for Gale. I want to give Gale a vacation home. She's not up here. Nobody's ever down there. She might be in a building, which does not help. But I don't want to have to come back here to get her. We'll just keep searching. As long as we cover the whole island minus the shops, we should find her. Oh, Flick is here. That's Sky, which is another favorite, but that wasn't the one I wanted to give specifically. Okay, she's probably in a shop. Unless she's hanging out in someone's house. But anyway, how is everyone? I was not feeling well yesterday. And there she is. Okay. I'm feeling much better today, which I'm very happy about, because yesterday I did basically nothing. Alright, here you go. Alright, let's head to the island. Aw, that stinks. But I'm glad you're doing better today too. Yeah, I had a really bad headache. But I don't even know what kind of headache it was. But Tylenol really didn't help much. Oh, it's so different here. So yeah, it was a headache and I felt nauseous, you know. But it wasn't a migraine. So I'm not really sure. Hey, Fuzz! Look how happy she is. I brought her here. Very happy. Alright, let's get to work. My head is not hurting right now, so... yeah, I just was very congested. But it's better now. Reflex is kind of bad again today, and I also have a bit of a headache, but I think the medication has helped a bit. That's good to hear. You looking for some work? Yes. Let's get to work. Tis the season for feeling under the weather. Unfortunately. Ooh, look at this chandelier. Okay, well. I definitely want that chandelier. Let's go to work. Hopefully we can afford it. That's an interesting emote. I don't think I've seen that emote before. Or maybe I have, and I just don't remember. Okay, so she wants a place where she can feel the prairie winds. Alright. This is the DLC island. You don't get to decorate the main island, just the homes. Alright, let's see what she wants. My home on the prairie. So I'm thinking like secret garden vibes, maybe? Alright, let's see. What would be a good place? We want... She said prairie, so it's gotta be pretty open. If they weren't bamboo, that would be good. But I don't see her next to bamboo. That's open but surrounded by water. Let's see. This is a total prairie. Which would fit what she wants. It's just kind of boring. We'll have to add some trees to this, I think. Which we can. So, I mean, she asked for prairie. This is a prairie. We'll go here. Seems like a lovely spot. I can't wait to see it in person. Alright, let's get started. I'll put some trees and I'll put the pergola, or whatever this thing is called. This is where I'll be vacationing, huh? Looks like they have some furniture out in the yard. Yes, I know all that. Okay. I will be her island hero. I really like the look of this thing, by the way. It's very nice. Okay, so let's put this like here, and then we'll have like a whole garden. This will be the entrance to the garden, I think. We also have to change the house. Let's see, what style? I think it's gotta look like a cottage. And this is cottagey. Or this one. Let's try this one. Yellow. Maybe. I mean, she does like pink. I'm just not sure about it as a roof. I like the yellow roof. Let's just try that. That's sort of cottagey, but then the roof doesn't match. Black slate? That could work, I think. I enjoy Gail's aesthetic sense. That pink dress is on point. Maybe if I go all pink. I could do the striped roof. That wouldn't be too bad. And then we just have to change the door. What about this fancy one? See, that works. There. That's very cute. And then we'll start the garden. Let's see. We can do some of these. Do some of those. Definitely need some leaf piles. We should do this and this. So we have an axe too, because then she's like cutting her wood. Oh, yeah, she should probably have a windmill. I'm not sure what a winnowing machine is. Let's toss that in. Milk can, okay. Not sure what you would milk. This hose. I'm just dumping a bunch of things. We'll arrange. I love this kitchen. Look at this kitchen. Close up. Look at that. It's beautiful. We'll put that inside though. Because we'll make the inside like a cottage. Okay. I think we're good. Let's start rearranging things for now. Let's see. Move things out of the way. Alright, let's arrange these. So, what other varieties do we have? Oh, just colors, right. Okay, I like the light green. I don't know, light green or green? Let's go light for now. I might have to move this over a tad. There we go. And let's put so leaf piles should go elsewhere. Because we're gonna put like garden stuff in here. Alright, we can put some bushes. Let's do like a few of these. Well, now nothing will fit there. We might remove that. I want to get the... Is it in here? The planters. It might be in here. I can never remember exactly where things are. There they are. Flower beds. So this thing, which we could put in place of the bushes. Let's just get 2 of these, and let's see. We'll get rid of that. Hanging out here to flip. There we go. Does it not fit? Oh no. Okay. Right, it's not gonna fit. Can I move this? Oh, I could do that. Never mind. I'll just have to push this out. There we go. And then we'll have this on the other side. We have to change the brick around it, I think. I think it should be this, because that's what she would prefer. Okay, we'll do the same. I could just leave it like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be practical. There we go. I guess that's as close to a side view as I can get. That could still work though. I mean, it's like a little garden space. It's not terrible. Alright, let's put this stuff over here. Maybe blue? I don't know. I don't want damaged. Or you could just do white. Yeah, let's just do white. This is like for making flour or something. I have no idea what a winnowing machine is. I guess green? Or light green? Or silver. I could just go silver. Do that. I guess this would be the work area. We can push it further back. maybe like, you know, where she can work on outside tasks. She's being self-sufficient. And then she's got wood. And the axe to cut the wood. And then let's put a bucket somewhere there. And then... guess we don't have anywhere to tuck this hose. We'll just have to put it there. It doesn't have to be the nicest yard. It's just a decent yard. Okay, let's have a log. She can have a log. We can make a campsite. Alright, she wants a workbench, so we'll toss that in. Let's see. I'll just have to add one here. There's a fire somewhere? No, that's all tables. I feel like this wouldn't really fit in. Unless... well, I could give her a white one. And then she can have, like, laundry or something next to it. Kind of like I did in the other one. We'll do... there, bonfire. But I like the campfire more for her. So we'll do campfire. Yeah, I think that's good. We can put that there. Campfire there. Workbench here. That can stay. Oh, let's just duplicate. There we go. So she can have friends over. And they can hang out by the campfire. Alright, and then let's just put a laundry thing. Because, you know, she's self-sufficient. She does everything herself. That's how she wants to vacation. I'm not gonna judge. There is something romantic about, you know, living on the prairie. And doing all these self-sufficient tasks. Alright, I think that's good. I don't really want to put a stack of books outside, so we won't. We could add a toolbox, but I don't think I like that. Could put a little camp stove, I suppose. But we only have so much space. So you know what? She wanted a hammock. Didn't she? Or she wanted a tent? No, she wanted a hammock. Okay. We'll give her a hammock. It'll just be that. That's fine. And we can put it right there. Let's go inside because that's always more fun. The inside is the fun part. Okay. Let's open. She wants leaves inside. That's kind of strange, but I'm not gonna judge. We gotta make this a little bit bigger. We'll see if we make it bigger after I start adding things. Let's see. We could give her beige. I think that looks best for her. Yeah, so she wants the kitchen. I mean, she's gotta have a kitchen. What food items should she have? Maybe a salad. The salad's pretty. Okay, so that's it for the kitchen. Let's see, cabin wall. Let's go with wooden knot. And then we'll add carpet. Is this a good carpet? Yeah, I think that's a good carpet. Alright, let's put our kitchen over here, maybe? We'll make, like, our living space here. I'm not gonna spend too long on our house, just so we can get to other things. But I still want to make it look nice. What does this look like? Oh, it's an actual bird. That's cute. It's not practical. But I mean, it's decor. Sure, she can have it. Ceiling fan? What other lighting? I guess there's no other lighting. Well, if that's what she wants. Let's see what options we have. Silver. I like the wooden. We're gonna go with that because then it goes with the cabin feel. Let's put the decor in the living space. We'll have like 2 of these, both by the window. That should cover. Alright, and now, let's see, what wall things do we have? She wants nothing on the wall. Alright then. If we can't put anything on the wall, then other than her poster. But that's a little weird. So we'll just focus on the floor. She wants a violin. I mean, that's a fancy violin. Should we give her the fancy violin? I like the fancy violin. Let's do it. It's extra fancy because it's like tuxedo colored. Alright, she also wants a guitar. I did not know she was musical. Ooh, look at that blue. That'd be an awesome guitar. Doesn't match her though. Pink. Definitely pink. Okay. So she's very happy with that. Let's see, wardrobe. Guess we'll go with pink. I mean, it is what she likes. We'll put her musical instruments next to her chair. Maybe? We can move the chair too. She also needs a book or books because she loves to read. So I'm gonna guess that she still wants to read on vacation. Because who doesn't want to read on vacation? That's like the one thing I always pack when I go on vacation is I always make sure I got books. It's very important to me. I'm surprised that she doesn't have books on her order list. That is pretty surprising. Because if you talk to her character, she actually does love books. Alright, I'm thinking natural. Do flowers. And she's probably gonna need more chairs to go with that. So I guess we'll have to match. At least for the eating area. Okay, we'll have to put them over here. Just so she can cook. Alright, so 2 chairs, because it's good to have 2 chairs, and then she can squeeze in here to cook. This is a little in the way. Find another place for it. Just move this back. That way there's a little more space. Oh, this would be kind of silly. Put it right in front of the path. And she can always play with the leaves. Coming back in. Too bad I can't center it. I'm not sure it actually needs to be in here if I have leaves outside, but that's what she wanted. Alright, let's give her books. And like a nice sofa. She's already got the Nordic theme, so let's keep to that. Hey Athagorn, how are you? I haven't gotten to Isabelle yet. I'm doing my favorite character first. You know what? She doesn't need this if she's got them at her table. So yeah, let's do this. Move the instrument over. Here, we'll put a nice coffee table. Nordic table. Should be... But I have a low board. I guess that can work. I was thinking this one. But I don't think it'll be matching wood if I do that. So at least it'll match the wardrobe. It's not too out of place. Feeling a little more tired than usual, but now it's just chill time. I like chill time. Chill time is good. I am doing a lot better than I was yesterday, so thanks for asking. Alright, so now she's got to get some books. Maybe some tea. Because part of why I love this character is that she's also into books and tea. So is Sky. So it's funny because they're both my favorite and they're both like the same personality. But that's okay. They still have some differences. It's just slight. Let's see. We can have a huge stack or just a single book. We can have strapped books. Let's do a single book. Because it's on a table. Let's just do a regular book. There we go. And... you could do a candle. Or you could do tea. Let's do tea. Or you could give her tech. Give her a computer. But I'm thinking, okay, we could do coffee cup. Because we don't have an actual tea set other than this one, which isn't the nicest. What kind of mugs do we have? Oh, I guess they're just solid color. You know what? That would be cute. Okay, we have round logo, fish, carrot, cheese. Oh, you know what? Give her stars, but that's kind of weird in a circle. Let's see, what do the other ones look like? Do any of these look good? Not sure these will work. And that's pretty. Pineapples. Flowers. Let's see, apples. Flowers? Maybe if it was like the whole mug. Pizza. That's a weird pattern. I don't like it with a pattern. Nothing is looking great. I mean, that's pretty if it were the full mug. But unfortunately, it's not. Could do music notes. Because she's got her instruments. But it's kind of hard to see. Let's see custom design. What about this one that I did? Doesn't really go with the pink though. Star. Crystal star. That doesn't look terrible. These are fun. You know what? I think we're just gonna go for the round logo. I think that's where I've landed. Thank you. I mean, it could work if I changed the color of the cup, but she loves pink, so I feel like I can't do that. I gotta make it to what they like, right? So it wouldn't feel right. Let's see. Maybe she needs a bed. Let's figure out the bed. Ranch bed? Yeah, let's do a ranch bed. It can be pink too. Kind of goes with the other pink stuff. You know what? This is great. Maybe we should go a smidge bigger. And then I can make an actual, like, bedroom area. Why not just go as big as you can? We gotta fit more stuff. Alright, let's move the kitchen over. Move this over. Yeah, leave this as like a living room. This needs to go because this is going to be part of the bedroom area. We'll put dividers. I just haven't gotten there yet. Let's see, what should go in that corner? We could put a plant there. No, those are indoor plants. Ooh. Birdhouse should be outside, so that doesn't work. Could put a stack. That's bags. I thought they were pillows. Okay, let's... Too bad we can't have, like... Okay, see, this has a few books on it. But the big bookshelf is too big, unless we move the guitar. And then there's these open shelves. We have the little one. But I think she'd rather have a big one. We could still have a big one. And just put, like, a plant. Let's see, how does that look? Oh, actually that would work. There's space. So, yeah. That works. Let's just do that then. I mean, we could move it over and put a plant. That's another option. It might look better that way. See what plant we can put there. Could put one of these indoors. With marble. No, see that's too big. I have to put like an actual house plant. Cypress? I actually really like this plant, so let's do this. Terracotta. That could work. Kind of matches. And then we can scoot that over. Yeah, that's a nice little living room. And then, should we put like a TV? I'm gonna put wall there, so. Let's see, TV. What TVs do we have? We have the old TV. Could have a projector. Oh. Much entertainment. Cozy. Big screen. I like it. I think she'll like it. And I just realized this window's in the way. The window is in the way of my wall. So I wanted to put the wall here. Okay. We can turn off. But then she doesn't have any windows. Which is kind of sucky. I don't know if I can do that. Okay. If we move this, it can still work. It just won't be on carpet. Let's move this over. We'll deal with this soon. Let's do partition walls. Okay, see there. That's not that bad. There. Okay. And then we'll want partition wall. I think that's right. That's where the door is, right? Yeah. Okay. And then she could go in there and have her tiny bedroom. But you know, it works. At least it's private. And then we'll put like a vanity here. Let's see, where's a vanity? Vanities are up here. Oh, there's clothes. We'll see if we can make it fit. And then I want a vanity. I may have passed it. Yeah, because that's all chairs. There's the vanity. Yep. Or you could have a mirror. It might take up less space. Let's try the mirror. She doesn't need a vanity. Should be fine. Alright, if we have clothes... Okay, that camera angle does not work. You look here. Oh, this is the right way. And then that will be like her side table at the same time. And have the mirror there. So that, you know, the only thing you see from here is a mirror, and that would work. So it's kind of doubling as a hallway mirror. But it's part of the bedroom. So that works. Let's just recolor this. Let's see what that looks like. Does that work? Or natural? Well, everything around it is pink, so... yeah, let's go with pastel. And it matches the bed. Alright, and that should probably just be... like, those lights. Not these lights. Where was that? It gets annoying trying to find things. Okay, fragrance diffuser or humidifier. What are our options? I mean, both are pink. I think this one also has pink. Yeah. Kind of looks weird, but the other one doesn't look great either. I'm trying to... oh, I didn't mean to click on it. I think this one looks less awkward. I mean, it's less bulky. Let's see. I think it looks good. Plus she gets a nice scent. That should be fine. And then we'll put something nice on the wall. Like a dreamy wall rack. I'm gonna have to move it over, but that's okay. And she's gonna want that. Have candles, but it's already a cabin. I don't feel like open flame would be the greatest. Yeah, let's do a potted ivy too. Why not? Okay, so she'll have a shelf above her bed. And put this here, so then again, doubling its function. I just like the base. Let's put this above the door. Alright, so we got that area. We could technically remove this. I mean, you can see a little bit of the living room, but that's fine. You come in, you have your nice kitchen there. We need something in this corner here. So something needs to be done with this corner. What should we do? What would she like? I mean, we could put a tent, because we didn't put it outside. You know what? Let's just put, like, tent, and we can put the leaves there. And then, like, a plant. Oh, that's not gonna work. There we go. So it's like a little play, relax place for her, I guess. I mean, this is her vacation. This is what she wants. So, sure. Let's see, what can we give her? Some house plants, maybe. Or we could put another little table and have an aroma pot out here. Or this bunny, because she wanted a bunny. Yeah, let's give her the bunny. Let's give her a little tiny... We could put more books. Or we could use this cart. Or these open shelves. Let's see. If we do that, that's like a barrier. That could work. So then it's just a hallway entry. And then we can put the bunny on top next to where with the key holder. Okay, so she's got that. I like the white bunny. Do that. So yeah, she's got a little entry space there. And then here she can come and just get cozy. You know. It's another place to go, I guess. And let's just stick a plant or a vase. We could do a vase. That doesn't match. I don't like the other vases. Okay, now we will just do a plant. What's this? A fan? I mean, we could do a fan. It is, it might get warm. There. Extra fan. It's not terrible. But I feel like maybe a plant would be better. Yeah, let's do a plant. Let's move this here. We'll take another of these. There. Call it good. Alright, and should we have more wall things? Let's see, maybe. A Bremen dustpan. Put that next to the kitchen. Put that for her bedroom. Not her bedroom, living room. Maybe one of these. She likes that, okay. those don't really work. Let's do that for her kitchen. Let's see. We'll put this in the kitchen. We'll put the knives above it. Let's do wood. There we go. Okay, so I can't center it above. Or yes, I can. Okay. I was just struggling a little bit. We'll do white. Make it stand out. Do that. Okay, I think I'm happy. It doesn't have to be too much. We want to get to Isabelle, so yeah, let's say we're happy there. Oh, I forgot to change the coloring here. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's call that good. She's got her vacation home. I'm really curious what kind of vacation home Isabelle wants. That was not a terrible picture. I don't know. That wasn't great. She seems pretty happy to me. I'm so in love with my new vacation home. I can't stop admiring it. Feel free to hang out and relax a bit if you have time. Okay, well, let's see. I think I most like this living room space, so we're gonna move her here. Where is she? She's right there. Sorry, here, can you sit? Or sit here. Pulling out a different book. Fine. Let's get this camera. Let me back up a little bit. All right. Notice me. Okay, we got a good picture. Yeah, that's cute. Alright. We got that taken care of. And now we can leave. adjusting my things for a moment. Alright. And I got my amiibo ready. A breakout designer, nice. Ooh, I got a promotion. Thanks for the hydrate. Oh, we can change our work outfit again. Alright, let's go check it. And then we'll invite Isabelle. Oh wait, I had to edit work. Sorry. There we go. Alright, let's see. What new options? We have a jacket now. We have this dress. Okay, do we have anything else? Is that it? It looks like that's it. Alright, well. Let's switch to these shoes. I think I like those. Okay. I'm not getting rid of the cute backpack because that's too cute. I gotta keep the teddy bear. Let's do jacket. Do pants. Cute and stylish. Or I could do skirts. Could stick to the red theme. Short skirt. Okay, let's stick to the red theme, but I'm gonna change my glasses. I think. Yeah. So then they will be pink. Yeah, I think that's a good work outfit. I think I'm happy with that. Alright, time to get Isabelle here. We're gonna pull her away from Tom Nook. For her own sake. Oh, I guess I have to click on it again. She better be interested. She never gets a break. Thanks for the stretch. What? No! Seriously? Come on, Isabelle. I'm trying to help you here. Okay, well, we'll see if her brother works. Disappointment. I have one more amiibo. Let's see if we can do this one. Did I have to unlock it first? Why would they have the amiibo thing if you can't do VIPs yet? Well, that's disappointing. I guess I'd have to change my title. Okay, so we'll just do people on the island then. I didn't realize that that was something I still had to unlock. But I'm gonna take that stretch. I'm sorry, guys. I thought for sure that I'd be able to do Isabelle's house. So let me just fix that title. More, there we go. Did I spell that right? Yes, okay. Okay, so that was just a little break. I fixed that. I'm so sorry. I thought it could work. So we have a cute tropical chalet, an eco-friendly factory. Not sure what kind of factory. Soccer. Been doing a lot of garden type ones. Factory would be different. An arid place. So she wants to be in the desert. So I guess that would be like a desert home. But let's do something completely different. We'll do the factory. Let's see what type of factory he wants. This is neat. I was thinking it'd be nice if my vacation home was kind of like this. Okay. That's very nice. I like your concept. Okay, what's a good place for a factory? This one looks like it's like middle of a city, which I guess is somewhat like where factories would go. Some factories are in the middle of a city. Yeah, we could do that. The other locations don't scream factory to me. I would love to use this one, because this one just says secret base. That's what I think of. Yeah, I'm gonna go with... Which one was that? The one next to the city. I keep forgetting where things are. That one. Let's do that. It's eco-friendly after all, so that's a great location. Is this really gonna be my vacation home? Really, really? This is gonna be so fun. Time for a snack break. Can't wait to move in. If you had a secret lair, what type of lair would it be? Say underwater lair would be cool, but I'm kind of scared of water. Like, I mean, I'm scared of like oceans. And the power of water. Not. That's what I meant. I can't swim, so yeah. Well, at least I'm not very good at swimming. There's certain danger to an underwater lair. Yeah, exactly. Because if anything happens, you're pretty much in trouble. Volcano, that'd be very dangerous too. I'd say tropical island or cave. I mean, they all have their dangers, but yeah. Okay, so he wants these. I'm guessing that we should have more than one. Let's put the wind power, like, here. Just have them spaced out nicely. Yeah, it's like the same spacing. Okay, let's do something that looks like a factory. I guess this could look like a factory. If it were bigger. Okay, well let's just see what other sidings we have. See, none of these look like factory to me. Guess they could just stick to stucco. I'm not sure if it's stucco or stucco. I mean, it could be gray, because when I think of the factory, I think gray. Or white. Could do that. Could do that. And just like a plain... I'd be stucco because once it's on, you're stuck with it. I'll go ash brown. There. That's factory-like. Sort of. We'll just stick with that. It doesn't really matter. I still don't know what kind of factory he has. Okay, which way should this be? I guess they're facing the right way. Let's see, what does he want? He wants tanks and he wants conveyor belts, but that should be inside. Lab chair, what the heck? What are you doing, Penguin? What's going on in this eco-friendly factory? I have questions. Google says it's stuck cow. Interesting. Penguin dentist, perhaps. He wants a safe and lockers. Inspection equipment, meters and pipes. Okay, well, we can put a solar panel. What is the amazing machine? I think he's doing some kind of science. Okay. Have a great night, Edie, and I hope that you feel better tomorrow. Alright, well that'll be for inside. Unknown machine. Okay. Well, this can go outside. A steamroller, I guess that can go outside. And, siren? Recycled paper, spray cans. Okay, so that's it. Let's put some iron frames outside. And tire stack. Okay, let's see. Put the steamroller here. Thank you, Nick. Okay, let's just do classic yellow. We'll put these tires. Actually, we'll put more tires. There we go. This is like the storage area. Neighbors probably are complaining. Like, what is that penguin doing? And he's gotta have all the power. Look at all this power. Sun and wind to power his factory, in which nefarious things are going on. Right? But he's really a good citizen. He's a very suspicious penguin, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. We got big tank and conveyor belts, and we need as big a space as we can make. To fit all this. Alright, so the whole back wall, I think, is gonna be tanks. He's definitely going to make children work there. And then we gotta have multiple conveyor belts, right? This will be like one long conveyor belt. And then maybe like a second row. And then there'll be like boxes here to catch whatever the conveyor belts are for. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? Gotta put his scary lab chair. Should we make it damaged? Yeah, make it really spooky. Or I guess I can just stick with this silver or black. I mean, red electricity is kind of menacing, so let's do that. We'll do a safe. We'll do a few lockers. We'll do a rolling cart. Caged cart. Gotta have some meters and pipes. Gotta have his machine. We'll do colors later. See. That'll be where they fall. Let's do a second one. What is this hobby? I have no idea. He has an eco-friendly, and he stresses that it's eco-friendly lab, or not lab, factory. But we got this chair. And this button. With the big red button on it. Okay, let's see. Pipes. Can we stick this anywhere? Yeah. They can go in front. Put it like in front of each tank. Or between each tank. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This hobby is destroying the earth for a bit of a laugh. All-purpose buttons are great. Okay, where should we put the red button? You put the lockers on the side here. No. I keep hitting the wrong thing. There we go. The safe. The safe can be here. This is like gonna be his little office overseeing things. Unless I should move all this forward and like make it like a secret office. That might be better. Him insisting it's eco-friendly just makes it sound more suspicious. Yes, indeed. Alright, well we gotta have more than one of these seats because, you know, obviously they're for a purpose. He has the volunteers come in. There's gotta be something that goes there. Oh, wrong button. Could put a metal can. Or wait, inspection equipment. You didn't get that. Okay. That'll go between. Oh, I guess that was. Was this the front? Maybe this was the front, because that's where the monitor is. The brainwashing chairs. Oh boy. Okay. So we got chairs there for the volunteers. And let's move this forward so we can put the safe in back. And I still need to do the walls, but that's okay. This is gonna go forward. Are we gonna have space? Yeah, I could rotate. I could rotate this. Oh. I guess it won't let me rotate like that. Fine. I'll do it manually. Literally right when you come in. Okay. Now I can move this forward a little bit more. Wow. I didn't get it all. Start there. There we go. That. Well, no. People need space to work on the conveyor belt, so I need to push it out a tiny bit. There. Okay. But there's enough space to get behind there for an office. Alright, let's move these lockers to here. And move the safe back here. Maybe we'll have 3. Okay, so his office is gonna be tucked in the back. Isn't that how it should be? Alright, meeting room table. That can be his desk. Let's make it gray. It's even more suspicious that this is a vacation home, like he's coming to relax here. Yeah. Very interesting. Let's just do black. It's gotta be very basic and bland, but you know. He's gotta be able to get in there. Okay. And then behind him can go... Oh, it doesn't make sense to have 2 safes. We could put a step ladder behind his desk. Let's do that. No, let's put a metal can behind his desk. And he's got to have surveillance cameras on the wall, but we'll get there. This stack of paper is gonna be there. There. Okay, and I feel like he should have a computer, even though he doesn't have it on his thing here. But it doesn't make sense to put a fax machine. We'll get to the hanging stuff. Let's give him a computer. Make it silver. Calculations. Could do that. Yeah, let's do calculations. I fear to see what he uses his computer for. Nefarious things, obviously. Okay, so now we gotta get him surveillance cameras. We'll have, oh, right in the center, and it turns. So that works. It'll focus on the workers, and it'll focus on the lockers. And then this one needs to be on the other wall. Focus on the chairs, right? That'll give a good look at the chairs. And then we'll need another one for his desk. Keep an eye on the safe. I think that'll be good for cameras. Right, breaker. Breaker can go by his little office. Extinguisher can go at the front. We definitely want a wall clock. And we want a hanging monitor. Could just put it right there, that's fine. I don't think it even needs to move. Okay, and bunk bed. That can move back here. We have stuff on the wall to move. So let's do that. This way. This can go here. So he can deal with it if he needs to. And then clock should go right above. So everyone can see the clock. Except for maybe him. Because the tanks are kind of in the way. But yeah. That should be good. And then these bunk beds go right in the factory. Because I'm assuming that these bunk beds aren't necessarily for him. So he's got, you know, the factory bunk beds, and then he's got one here. And that is where he'll sleep. Actually, it doesn't make sense for him to have a bunk bed, though. There's gotta be another sort of bed he can use. Oh, right. We gotta give a sink. I mean, things are happening, right? So there's a sink. What about a stretcher? I don't have a stretcher. Well, let's see. Let's look at our bed options again. We could just be a futon. Or a simple bed. We could take the simple bed. Or we could take the hammock. Really push the impression. Well, I'm gonna do that next. Let's see. Boss Penguin will get a simple bed. Just do like brown. He's the only one with a decent mattress. We'll just get white. But there's no blanket on any of these. They're all without blankets. Anyway, so that's the boss's office with a bed to sleep in when he gets tired. And nobody comes back here unless called. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe we'll put a panel. We had a panel. I'll just keep it pretty plain. Concrete. There, that works. Light gray and concrete. Then you really have to squeeze in. I can't get anything in between. Could do something like that. You don't have to line up. No, that doesn't work. Just one. Or like that. But then you still see his office. Oh well. People are gonna see his office. But at least he's gonna have a little bit of privacy. Alright, we should probably put something else here. I'm gonna move this slightly so it can fit something. See, we could fit like a step ladder. Sure, he'll sleep well with all the machinery sounds and sounds of worker oppression. Okay, right. Steel frame wall. How's that? I need to move my camera down. Old stone tile flooring or construction site. This one's better. So the question is steel frame or shanty? I mean, that's kind of a vibe. The camera will catch anyone looking into his office anyway. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's just really for whoever comes here. You could put a little plant in there to make it eco-friendly. Yes, exactly. We got aluminum rug. You know. Welcome to the factory. We have a rug. It's made of metal, but it's a rug. Okay, gotta put the button like here, right? So the workers can work. And something for that area. I mean, I didn't even make a kitchen. Do they really need a kitchen? I could put it in the front. There, that'll work. You can still access that locker. But then you might need to move the button again. Alright. See, red button right when you move, right when you come in. It's the first thing you see. It needs a kitchen so when authorities come you can say there's technically somewhere to have a break. Yes. True. Okay, what can we put in the kitchen? He has no, like, kitchen stuff. It's just like, here, put this kitchen. Don't have anything in it. Put a spray can. That doesn't belong in a kitchen area. We'll have to put an extinguisher. Sure, we can put it by the chairs there. That's fine. We'll have to add something to the kitchen. I mean, they should have a snack or something. Where's the food? There's gotta be more than this. I guess I could put the shopping bag. Gotta go up. There's the food. Okay, well... I don't think he would put out a bread basket. Decorative bottles, maybe? That could work. And cans, because, you know, factories. You're like, here, have sardines. That works. Or should we have knives? Knives or bottles? Should I make a poll? Here, let's do this. Alright. Which is more nefarious? Well, I guess knives would be. But bottles would make sense too. So far, bottles is winning. We'll put the canned goods. It should all be canned fish because he's a penguin. Okay, it looks like bottles wins, so. There's too many colors to vote on colors. Brown. That's nefarious. You see, brown and white label. Yes, I think that works well. Okay. There we go. I think it's finished. Oh, right. I wanted to see the other wall. I'm thinking it'll be this wall, but here, let's see. There's this one. That is very bland. There's steampunk. I don't feel like that works. Industrial. Okay, well, maybe. So industrial or steel frame? Let's do another poll. Why not? There we go. So this is industrial, and this is steel frame. For the picture over the wall, I'm sure he'd like his workers to see his face everywhere. Okay, we can add that. I'm just figuring out these walls first. I think we're good on the floor. 'Cause I don't want rubber flooring, that would look weird. And I don't want paintball flooring, because this is really the best floor. I think steel frame is probably best. And it looks like you guys agree, so yeah. We'll go with steel frame. And then put his picture. His name is Cube. That's what his name is. It's gotta be in his office because, you know, he thinks highly of himself. And it's like, hey guys, I wanna watch you sleep. Because that's what bosses do. I hope not. And then, remember what you're doing this for. There, I think that's enough pictures of him. I mean, they're already surrounded by him. I'm always watching. This is the boss you don't want to work for. Also, there's definitely something shady going on here. But I'm gonna call that done. I'm not sure there's anything else I can add. So yeah. Here are these pictures, team. Mind you even thought we were just in my house. Cube definitely isn't his real name. Yeah, I mean, what kind of name is Cube? He's gonna love it. Wait, Nico stopped me. Just need a moment for a quick supervisor to design or consult, if you don't mind. I think Nico knows what's up. He's like, we can't do this. What have we done? Oh, okay. He says that in front of Cube. To make Cube not suspect anything. Or not. Fine. Well, in my mind. I told Wardle that I told you about it. He told me a cool thing, then told me to tell you. When you're getting ready to polish, you can make different effects besides sparkling. Oh, now we can add extra effects. Okay. Well, let's see what effects we have. Dizzy spin, space blip, Gloom swirl. Oh, we can add some of that. Stress buzz. Zap-o-matic. Let's add that to the chairs. We'll add that to the chairs. We'll see how it looks. Oh, we did it on the wrong thing. Because my camera. Okay. Yeah, that's proper nefarious. There we go. Come sit in the sparkly chair. You'll be fine. We promise. I'm having too much fun. Okay. Steam. We have steam. What does that look like? Steam shine. Ooh. Okay. Let's add that through the tanks. That would work. Just gotta get in. Oh no! I can't actually squeeze past. Okay, I'll just have to move it. Okay, you know what? Move it that way. No. Did I went out of it. Okay. Alright, those are proper steam tanks now. Should we keep it on the red button? Or should we just have it on the tanks? Maybe it doesn't make sense on the red button. No, I think just the tanks and the chairs is probably good. Alright. Oh, wait. The Painco Sparkly Obedience Chair for kids! Placing electrified chairs next to the only extinguisher. Okay. Maybe not the best safety. We could move the extinguisher. Nah, it's fine. We're done. It's ready. You're the best. You really worked hard on it too. That means a lot to me. Thank you. What are the tanks filled with? Hugh didn't say. Hugh will never say. I have no idea. I like it though. That's a good picture there. He looks very happy. Eco-friendly. He likes his office. Cube spends more in bribes for OSHA than he does his workers. I don't really want to hang out. Okay. We have to check our pictures anyway. Be sure to get its good side. Just kidding, they're all good sides. Really now? Alright. I think we'll go with this one. I'm not here to hang out with you. Yeah, I know. I don't really want to hang out with you. You kind of scare me. I mean, I have no idea what you wanted this for. I'm suspicious. The plan is finally coming together. I bet you're beat. You worked really hard. He wants me to come over again. I'm not going over there for company. Enjoy your factory ass, my dude. Yep. He knocks at the door you just walked out of, sadly. Okay, well, I'm checking the time. You know what? Because I'm still not feeling like 100%. I think I might end early. I really did want to do Isabel's, but that was a lot of fun. The factory was a fun build. So I think I'm finished and we'll just buy the things here. You started a new service. Oh, really? Employees can pay for their purchase later. Oh. That's nice. I don't have need for it, but I want it in my catalog. What I really want, though, is this. I think I have this chair. But just in case. And I want this thing. Because it looks cool. Okay, I'll pay it tomorrow. It was fun to meet Cube, who will definitely kill somebody through negligence. I'll pass. Thank you, Fuzz. Alright, well, yeah. So I think I'm gonna end there. But this was fun, and next week I will finally get to start that JRPG I was teasing about. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I'm gonna work on this some more, and then once I unlock VIP guests, because I didn't realize I had to, we will do what I had intended, which is Isabel's house. So yeah, that'll be at a later date then. Thank you so much for the stream. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. You too, Starvoid! Thanks again for everyone coming here. I am figuring out my 250 plus follower celebration thing. I'm thinking it'll be like a retro day, but I haven't decided when yet. So, I'm still working on that, but I will let you know. Look forward to the JRPG. Yeah, me too. I really want to play it, so yeah. That'll be great. And I will see you on Monday because I don't have an appointment. So yay. We'll be back to normal next week. I look forward to it. I will see you then. And yeah. I forgot to change my thing. Okay, bye everyone!